All right, morning, guys.
All right. That's bigger.
I know I've talked with a couple of you guys about this, but not all of you. Most of you, some of you are really good at it on your own. But as a group, I want to know, what's the importance of knowing what your guys' planned clock-out time is?
Well, like the other day, Monday, when I left, I knew my clock out time was, and when the roads were that bad, I knew as long as it took me to get down there, the road conditions, there's no way I was gonna make it back.
Okay, so how does that, I mean, I'll rephrase my question. How many of you guys have kids? Okay. No, Brad, yeah, kids living at home with you, and you get up in the morning and you tell your wife, son's gonna wash the dishes today when he gets home from school. Okay? You get home from work, the son's sitting on the couch playing video games. Dishes not washed. Can you blame him?
So what the hell did I tell you?
That's just it. Did you tell him? Do you know what the expectation was?
Sure.
And if you didn't tell him,
Right, yeah.
can you expect him to do it?
No.
So what's the importance of making sure you guys know what your planned clock-out time is?
You should tell everybody what time they're supposed to be in.
I do. Well, roll-off guys follow regression. Regression tells you what time you should be in. But how do you guys know what time to be in? Where are the sheets? It's in your box every morning, right? So what's the importance to making sure that you guys are looking at that?
You got to go on it when you want to be done for the day.
You have a goal to when you should be done. So we've gone through this before. The goals for commercial are set by regression for most of the routes. Some of the routes, like Mark's Monday route, you'll never hit the regression number. For the most part, the regression numbers work. Residential, how do we figure out your guys' goals for the most part?
How fast you can go.
Average.
Who's average?
Yours.
Your own average. So it should be the most fair way to do it, right? So again,
But then we throw in a few little wrinkles here and there with spare trucks.
what?
I mean,
There's things
there's
that
certain things that's out of your control that sometimes it's not gonna happen.
Yep.
I mean, just.
There are breakdowns,
Breakdowns.
Weather report.
weather's poor.
Yep.
There are certain factors, but under normal conditions.
Right.
That
I agree.
number should work.
Right.
So again, my question is, why is that important for you guys to know every morning before you get in your trucks?
Because Daddy Eric's got plans for us to be right here.
That's basically it. I mean, there's an expectation for you guys to be able to get to that number every day. And if you know you're not gonna hit that number, yesterday, did you know you weren't gonna hit that number? Or 2 days ago? Monday. What-
Yeah, I knew.
What did
When
you
I got
do?
to my first stop, I called you and told you.
So what should you guys do if you know you're not gonna hit that number?
Call you and talk to your voicemail. Because you ain't answering this son of a bitch. That's never happened to me. He's just sitting there looking pretty anyway, there ain't no reason he can't answer it.
So if it's afternoon, if it's, say it's afternoon and something.
If it's afternoon, I'd still like to know why.
But I knew by the time it took me so long to get, it's north of Akeley. I was going anywhere from 35 to 40 miles an hour in spots down there. And I knew, just how bad the roads were. I knew I wasn't gonna get that, I got 207 miles on that day, and I knew the way the roads were, there's no way I was gonna make that.
So
And
when
when
you
somebody
know,
doesn't tell me to come back and get the cart delivery, or the container delivery truck, oh no, just make it your last stop, okay? Drive over
we're
there.
told to come back and grab the other truck.
How many guys here heard him tell me to grab the other truck? Oh, yeah.
We were right there and said, yeah, come back, get the other truck.
Club would just pick the other side anyway.
So guys, so what's the expectation for you guys every morning?
Your goal should be to meet your clock out time.
Right, but what's the expectation that you guys need to do every morning?
Look at that recycling.
Look at the sheet.
Paper. Look at the sheet
Look at the sheet.
and Or you look at it and what?
And then anticipate a breakdown.
No. But you're gonna look at that sheet and what? When you leave, what do you need to know?
Time you get back, what's your back?
What time you're supposed to be back.
Sometimes you look at it and it says 12:35, you know there's no way you're gonna get back
So
here by
what
noon.
should you do then?
Be talking to you, so you can change.
Talk to
the
me,
rate.
sometimes I have a fat finger and I hit a 6 instead of a 5, so. Talk to me and say, hey, this isn't right. I'll fix it.
Some of them stops on there too aren't always correct. From, like say, some will say 97 stops and your OU says 106.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Make a note ticket, if you have a customer that is already on your tablet for service, and you got 2 note tickets on there, are those note tickets counted as stops in your efficiency?
No.
Are they counted as stops on your tablet?
Right.
Yes. So the number of stops on your tablet isn't necessarily the
By
number
the
of
end
stops
of the
you have
day
to
though,
have.
it's still saying they're 2 different numbers from the sheet to the OBU.
Could be an on-call customer that called in after that sheet was printed. There are some different things that could affect that, but it should never be that big of a number.
A computer glitch.
Scheduling glitch. Computers are perfect. So again, so what's our takeaway for this morning?
Look at the sheet. Read and heed.
A little bit more than that. But I can tell, I know some guys could just say, yeah, I looked at it. So what do you need to know before you leave in the morning?
Line of clock.
Perfect. Let's go work.